Oh, thank you so much. That's a tune called Old Grimes. Well, we want to take this opportunity right now to maybe explain a little bit about what we're doing and how we're doing it and what we're doing it on here. We just want to talk a little bit about our instruments that we're playing. I'm actually the only one at the moment that's not playing a Martin. Martin is the most commonly used bluegrass guitar, I guess you could say, but this is actually a Kendrick guitar made by a guy named Neil Kendrick, and he's up around the Moorhead, Kentucky area in a little town called Frenchburg. He's a private luthier there and does a wonderful job. I absolutely love my Kendrick guitar. I designed this guitar, and it's exactly the way that I wanted it. I just basically told him what I wanted, and he built it for me and did a fine job. And I think it cuts pretty well on a mic, let alone also, I should say, also in a on stage or in a jam session. It doesn't, not super boomy, but the back and sides are Brazilian rosewood, Engelmann spruce top, and of course I play with Rhonda Vincent, and we're sponsored by D'Addario, and when I use the D'Addario strings, I use the J17s, the medium gauge, and a wonderful bunch of people there at D'Addario. So that's a little bit about my guitar, and we might talk a little bit about our influences as well, but let's see. Andy, why don't you speak a little bit about your guitars there?
Well, here is a 1957 Martin D28, which I actually got from a buddy of mine, Ronnie Feinberg, up in New York. And he got the guitar actually on eBay, so it's an eBay item. And a couple of years later, he ended up buying an older Martin, and he was going to get rid of this, so he let me take it, and I'm really proud to have it. And it's a Brazilian rosewood back and sides. It's a full brace guitar for anyone who knows anything about guitars. I don't know anything about guitars, but it's a great guitar for recording and on stage. It's been great, and I love it. I also have just got a Stonebridge, which I'll be playing later. It's a Czechoslovakian company, and that guitar has regular rosewood back and sides, and it's a great sounding guitar. This is actually the first time I'm using it on stage, but I'll have that out later. But I appreciate them getting me that guitar. But that is the history of my guitar collection. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
All right, now it's my turn. This guitar is a 1954 Martin D28. It's got it's some kind of spruce top. I'm not much of a guitar historian. I'm sure somebody out here. Adirondack, is that 54? Cool, all right.
Sure.
My man knows what's up. And it's got Brazilian rosewood back and sides, and it's a really amazing guitar. I don't know what else to say. It has a name. His name is Uncle Johnny. And I knew I really had to hang on to this guitar, because right after I got it, I took it up. I was playing with the Seldom Scene, and we were doing a co-bill with the Tony Rice unit up at the Birchmere. And I showed it to Tony, and he told me, he was like, "Critter, this thing's a prize right here. Don't you ever get rid of it." So, hey, that's the man. So anyway, Uncle Johnny, this is my guy right here.
Uncle Johnny. All of our guitars have names, and we didn't realize that Uncle Johnny existed up until the last show that we did, and we also found out that Andy, his guitar has a name. And tell them what your guitar's name is.
Noam Bacalny named it. He calls it Heinz because of the ketchup, and it's a 57 model, so the 57 on the Heinz bottle, so he calls it Heinz.
All right, so we got Uncle Johnny and we've got Heinz, and my guitar is named Chigger. If you look really close, I have started to wear a hole in the top of my guitar. Kenny Ingram, the banjo player, a world-famous banjo player, used to play with Lester Flatt and Jimmy Martin, now plays banjo for Rhonda Vincent. He says if you don't watch it before too long, you're going to look just like Willie Nelson's guitar Trigger. He said, I think we'll call it Chigger. And it's apparently stuck. So that's a lot of useless information you can take home with you. We're musicians, we're on the road a lot, we're bored, and we name our guitars.